They definitely like players who can play in different positions. But also, you got to find the right role players to play along with Beal.
You mentioned Bradley Beal, Spencer Dinwiddie, two dynamic offensive weapons that the Wizards. Cassius Stanley drills the three from the corner. 1981 was a good year in terms of drafting Chicago players. Mark Aguirre, #1. Isaiah Thomas, #2.
They have 2 blocks from each other. I think that's the only time in the history of the NBA where the #1 and 2 draft picks, being with the Pacers, being under Carlisle, he will get a chance to develop and grow in Indiana.
So far as the Wizards toss it away. Back the other way, Stanley, and the finish.
So consequently, they all play the same. They run the same offense. They run the same defense. Everybody switches. Again, there's no variation in what made basketball so special.
In points.
You know, a lot of these players at the end of the summer league, they're being evaluated by international teams also. So having the opportunity, they may not make it in the NBA, but they can have a long career playing overseas and make a good living and also learn a different culture.
Now, did they beat the buzzer?
That's happened overseas is what they're using against us right now. You know, practice, teach. Now the only things that we practice and teach now, those are originals.
Yeah.
They play different than everyone else.
Isaiah Jackson, throw down.
His athleticism, his energy. You know, what analytics doesn't account for are the outliers. And when you look at NBA players, most of us who made it to the NBA in all communities, look at Clay, even though they can shoot from great distances, they are still two of the most fundamentally sound players who have ever played all game.
Michael Thompson, of course, the #1 pick, that 1978 draft. I thought Ashley Jackson.
You can call
these are just the headbands that are coming to me. Not necessarily in any particular order.
No, AI had like his headband and everything. He always had, it just seems like he has such a style with his.
Oh, sure.
I mean, everything was, just perfect, the game. And before that, remember, we talked about positionless basketball today. Well, that's how the game